Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Sugar Ray Leonard, 145 pounds, 5'9" tall with a reach of 70 1/2 inches. And standing across the ring from him, perhaps the greatest to ever do it, Sugar Ray Robinson. Nearly impossible to beat no matter what he weighed in at. But it was 66.7 kilos. He's 180 centimeters tall with a reach of 184.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion, and he won world titles in 5 weight classes. Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is the night. Everybody's looking forward to this night. The heat, the atmosphere, you could cut it with a knife.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. There's a counter shot. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. One of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
We can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. Are you okay?
So the referee says he can continue, but how much more does he have left?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's putting down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Lucky that hook didn't score. Nice counter. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This has been a very competitive round between these two. Both men step back for just a moment.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This is a high-octane battle. And he scores with the counter. So close to that uppercut. Nice counter shot. That doesn't score. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Leonard in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Hard work was thinking, was smart.
The jab's working nice. Those 1-2s.
Don't get carried away. Think about the offense now.
And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Nice counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. That jab doesn't score. So much firepower here. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this match?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
The straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Listen, you've switched up what you're doing. I need you to focus on what you're not going to go for. Just take the round off, win the round, I need you to go out and win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you've let
Like I need you to switch back on, get focused and get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round. He was close to this fight and now he's letting back.
back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not
You've got to take that confidence away. Go out, the first minute,
together and put it back.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Jab does not score. Pretty close fight here in this round. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Can't land the jab there. Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. He had his moment, but has it gone by?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter shot. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
There's the bell to start the round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope. You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Can't land that jab. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Relax, think about what you're doing. Don't steam in. Don't walk onto anything. It'll be dangerous.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. He misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Punch, counter punch. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. You know that bell was... They ring the bell, and here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Fighters certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Looks like trouble was averted.
Been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Straight right, just missing. Perfect counter shot. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those cut areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both men step back for just a moment. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking, because you've got to get some before you get in close.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
I need you to switch.
Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round. Right? It's only one round, but you've lost.
Out there and win the round. Now it's a tougher fight. He's going
Don't lose this fight, do it. Come on, you've let him back into this. You're betting this kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind the jab. Basic. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again.
cracks. I need you to go back out there.
And there's the bell to start the round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Missing with that jab. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nope, that hook won't score. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Just misses with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Miss with that jab. Catch and shoot. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They both want a knockout, you can tell. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice exchange here from both men. Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter? Punch, counter punch. I don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brains.
Let's go with that right uppercut. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Trying to land that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That jab doesn't find a home. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
Together, focus on what you've got to do.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nick, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't
Get back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round.
Right, let's go.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until the head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you out.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. Looks like they're out of trouble.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Defense is not an option for these two. Misses with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Good counter punch. They both want the knockout. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Exchange punches. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Don't want to load up. Don't let him
Set him up, but you take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got to be smart. Otherwise, they'll see it and they'll ride it out. Go out there.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Catch and shoot. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
It's bombs away. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Got out of the way of that right hook. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
The right hook misses. Good counter punch. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
They exchange punches. Nice job by him to block that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Straight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Leonard in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Get your breath back.
Just the same again. Don't change too much yet.
That's great. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
The jab's working nice. He's 1-2 straight line. No, we can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great work. Good.
Think about the defense on him and think about what to do. Good work.
And then the power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart. You're getting your time in all.
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give me no free shots.
Keep these shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Don't forget the jab.
shot at a time. Set him up. But you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
They ring the bell, and here we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Punch, counter punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Beautiful counter punch. That big hook doesn't land. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The jab doesn't quite connect. The straight right just misses. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Trying to land that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he scores with the counter. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Missing with the left hook. You'd like to see more jabs. Those counter punches have to hurt. We hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Miss with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Not a lot of defense here at all. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Punch, counter punch. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
Unanimous. You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. Had every round in the bag. There was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.